Hello and welcome to the Z Hut. I'm Jay, and today we're going to take a look at the Sentry SPBT3 portable Bluetooth speaker. Now this is compatible with iPhone and Android tablets. Well, at least that's what it says on the box, but I'm assuming it is. I'm also assuming this, if you have a Bluetooth module on your laptop or your desktop PC, you should be able to connect this as well. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to do an unboxing, just a quick look at it, what I think of the construction, build quality, the packaging, because you probably be ordering this and having it shipped. Or possibly you might find this, I'm not sure what stores would normally carry this. I got this at a local unclaimed freight. Had just got them in. I had bought one a week earlier at my local dollar store, and it turned out to be a piece of garbage. Only one speaker worked, and it was just really flimsy. So luckily because it didn't work, I could bring it back, because I probably wouldn't have been very happy with it. This looks like it's better. I'm assuming it's probably a more expensive. I haven't even looked it up. I paid $24.99 plus tax. Look in the description below. I'll look up what the going eBay and Amazon price is. But hey, if you bought one of these, leave a comment where you got it and how much you paid. Well, what do you think of it? But all right, just a quick look at the specifications on the box, and then we'll open it up. It's a rechargeable. It comes with USB cable for charging. It has control buttons on the front. Micro SD card support, so there's a slot to put a micro SD card in here, and you could play music off it. So that was definitely an upgrade from the one I was looking at the dollar store. Bluetooth connection, of course. Hands-free microphone, so it's got a microphone built in. LCD colored display. Okay, we'll see what that looks like when we open it up. It doesn't really picture it on the box. And 3.5 millimeter auxiliary input, and it comes with a cable. Alright, it also looks like there's a little clip there for like a keyring clip, so you could put a strap or something on it. So I don't know, we'll see when we open it up here. It doesn't, I don't see that on the front picture, so that might just be, that might not be included. Other than that, let's see here. There's a serial number on the bottom of the package. Battery, 2000 milliamp. Input DC 5 volt. 3 watts by 2 is the output. So I mean, you're not going to be blowing any windows out with this. But the reason I bought it, and I'll tell you that while I'm up getting it open here. The reason I bought it is I just recently got was that an Insignia, I think it was called, tablet. And the tablet's awesome, works great, but it doesn't have much in the line of speakers. And when I'm trying to edit videos, like these YouTube videos here, it's kind of difficult to hear it, and I'd have to wear earplugs. And I stood up and almost pulled the thing. It's got a keyboard. It's almost like a little mini laptop. And I almost pulled it off the table. I'm like, oh, we got to get rid of that. So that's why I bought this. And I'm already looking at it from the top. It looks better than that one. And what do we have here? But look at that. There's that little, what do they call them, carabiner clip. Not the greatest build quality, but I mean, it ain't like you're going to use it for mountain climbing. So we won't hold anything against them for that. At least, hey, they gave you one. Alright, the first thing I noticed here, there's a little instruction sheet. It just shows you what the buttons do on this side, and the other side just tells you it's got a 90-day warranty. Those are the cables it comes with, and it probably says do not jump up and down on it or throw it in a 5-gallon bucket of water, which usually on most instructions for any electronics is included somewhere. Alright. Well, it's still in the bag. I did notice the bottom tab Looked like it might have been opened. And it is an unclaimed freight, so there's, you never know. I don't think it's a store return. Alright, well, I'm going to put the box out of the way here. Alright, this definitely, it's got more weight to it in the build quality. This is way better. The one that I bought at the dollar store and I returned was $20, $5 less, and the build quality is nothing like this. I mean, this actually has some weight. There's two speakers in there, and they had to put their name, Sentry, on there. LCD, oh, there actually, it looks like there is an LCD screen up here, so it must tell you what track you're playing or whatever. But there's the slot for the SD card. There's where you plug in your, all right, it's for the USB cable. It's the same charging cable that your older cell phones and stuff use. The brand spanking new ones, if you have any of them, have that new cable that you can put it either way. My tablet has that. So no matter which way you plug it in, instead of having to play with it, it will plug in either way and work. Then there's the auxiliary. And well, then there's an actual USB. Oh, I wonder if you can plug a USB stick. Let me see, I got one right here. I wonder if you can plug one of these in there with music on it and play it. It just might. I'll have to look. Does it say in the instructions here? Just says insert USB card disk. So I'm imagining you could use this, or I've got one of these adapters for the bigger cards, the SD cards like your cameras and stuff use. So I'm imagining that would work with this as well. I didn't even notice that. That's a cool little bonus. I'm really happy so far. Build quality, packaging too. I mean, it was packaged decently. If it was shipped, I'm sure it would survive. Cables, I'm not really gonna dock anything for them. They generally give you short junk. But everybody gives me their old phones and cords and stuff when they die. So I've got, this cord here is like 1.5 feet. I think this is the same. I've probably got 30 or 40 of these that are like the 4-footers. I've even got a couple of the really long 6-foot ones. And these little cables here, this is so you could plug into the headphone jack of your phone if you don't have Bluetooth or whatever. I've got some of these ranging everywhere from, well, like this 1.5 feet here all the way up to, I think I got a 30-footer. Because I can also use them for my DSLR for triggering the camera with a remote shutter release. But all right, enough of that. So packaging, okay, great. Build quality, great. I did just notice there's the spot where you can clip this on. All right. Unique. Don't know if I'm really going to need that. I don't think I'd be wearing that around my neck. It'd be a little too heavy for that. So we'll probably just throw that clip in my parts bin. I don't think I'm going to need to hold on to the instruction sheet. I mean, if you don't know how to operate one of these after just playing with it for a minute, then you probably shouldn't have one. I've seen 3-year-old kids that work a smartphone better than my dad can. It's pretty funny. All right. Off and on, I'm imagining, is probably that button there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pause this. It'll just be a moment for you, but I'm going to pause this, plug it in, let it charge a little bit. Because I've got a cable right here I can hook the charging cable into. And I'll let it charge a little bit, but when we go ahead and test it, I'll leave it connected, but we'll hook the Bluetooth up, and we'll check out and see how good this thing sounds. I'm so far very impressed with it, and I have a feeling this thing's going to sound good. So, all right, well, I'll catch you back in just a moment. Alright, I've let it charge about 10 minutes. Then I turned it on. I played with it for a couple minutes, get the hang of everything. This thing actually, it has an FM radio built into it. Was not expecting that. You take and you plug your auxiliary little cable in, and it uses that for an antenna when you select radio mode. And to do that, you push the center button twice.
Bluetooth mode.
And it switches there. It's at Bluetooth mode.
Radio mode.
Then it's on radio. I'm imagining... Well, I did notice when I plugged this in,
auto input.
It goes to that, but then you switch to the radio. And to eliminate copyright stuff, I'm not going to switch to it and play anything. But trust me, it does work, and it actually worked pretty good.
Bluetooth mode.
So I'm imagining if you plug, one of your little micro SD cards in here, you can do that double tap and get it to go to that. The same thing, I'm sure if you plug the USB in, it'll automatically go there, or you can do the double tap to get to it. I connected this to my little tablet, tried it out. This thing, for its size, it sounds great. If I actually had this in my vehicle and I turned it all the way up there, it was not really any distortion. Just barely, if a real heavy bass hit, it wasn't quite on, but it sounded spectacular. If I had this in my pickup truck, I mean, it would be loud in there. In my house here, and it's a big one-room schoolhouse, it sounded decent in here. I mean, it wasn't like a jukebox blasting, pounding the windows, but it was nice and loud. Very impressed with it. As for working the buttons, I'll let you look at the instruction sheet to figure that out. I did actually have to pull it out and look at it just real quick once, and now I've got everything figured out. It's a long press for volume, and there's quick presses and double presses to do other stuff. So they kind of minimized the amount of buttons. They could have put a couple more buttons, but I'm not going to dock anything. I'm going to give this out of 5. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5. I mean, for what I paid for it, I still haven't even looked up to see what it actually cost. Even if I found it on eBay and I ended up paying, $5 more than what it sells on eBay, I wouldn't be disappointed. I didn't have to wait for it to be shipped. The thing works fine. I'm not sure how long the battery life is. Nothing. It doesn't say anything anywhere. I'm guessing it's going to be, well, because of the weight of it, I'm guessing it's got a little bit bigger battery in it than the cheap one from the dollar store. And that one was rated for 2 hours of use. So basically, you can watch one good movie. And it had standby. I mean, it'd last, for like a couple of days if you were just using it for a few minutes here and there. I'm imagining this probably goes longer. Hopefully it does. I do have a little battery pack, though, that takes some rechargeable batteries that I have that will plug right in here to the charging port. And I got this little tiny cable, and that will probably extend this another hour or two out of whatever. I'm guessing this is probably 3-4 hours. I mean, this thing is like 4 times the weight of that cheapo one from the dollar store, and this thing is nice. So, all right, I think I went on long enough. I think you get the idea. I really like this. I'm very pleased with what I got. So once again, this is the Sentry SPBT3 Bluetooth speaker with built-in FM radio, and you can play your micro SD cards, plug in your USB sticks. I mean, this thing's got all the bells and whistles. Very loud for its size. Like I said, you're not going to be busting any windows out, but it's definitely way louder than either of my tablets or any of my old cell phones that I pretty much just use those as tablets. So, all right, we'll wrap this up. If you found this information useful, give us a thumbs up. Would appreciate it big time. So, well, I hope you have a great day. And, well, if you buy one of these, I hope you enjoy it. Have a great day and hope to see you here again.